Well, at that time, President Kennedy was assassinated and President Johnson made the Great Society speech. And it was his idea that those of us that were enjoying the blessings of the Great Society should provide for those that had not yet been able to participate. And there were 3 teachers and myself in the room when he had made that speech. And so we looked at each other and we felt, well, good heavens, we're the teachers, we're the persons who enjoy the Great Society. And the children that we teach are the ones that are being so far excluded from the Great Society. So maybe he's talking to us.
We wouldn't be here if Tom had not had the strength and the courage to look at that vision straight in the face and said, yes, we will do science education for kids in this community that need it just like everybody else.
What you do with a child while he's young will be what he becomes when he's older. And that's very important, because so often we let our children go out and play baseball, and we let them go out and run the streets. We let them play and do all kinds of things, and that's what they become. They're part of their lifestyle. Now, if we give them some science experiences and let them collect rocks, let them identify rocks, go fossil hunting, work with computers, work with physics, work in chemistry, work in biology, while they're developing this will be part of their personality, part of their basic who they are. And that's why we think we can develop an awful lot of scientists in the next few years with this program.
Our whole idea was to involve the children and get the children with their hands on it.
It is perhaps the very best type of learning we can offer young people, because not only are they seeing, not only hearing, but they're actually doing and participating in the science. So they're learning from all directions. The feeling, the seeing, the tasting, the smelling, that's all involved in science.
This place is about having a good time and learning while you're doing it and getting your hands dirty.
Mr. Watts is such a humble person, and it's just incredible how Mr. Watts' dream, I mean, it started out so small just to help a couple of kids who are struggling, and it's this now.
You know, Doris, this is really good for the kids. There's no other place like it. Someday we were going to have a real big facility and have hundreds of kids come here. And they'll never believe it was like this to start with. And it's all possible because this is what the kids are, where the kids are. You wanna go to McDonald's tonight rather than go home for lunch? We can take something to the kids. Is that okay with you? Got to do something about those weeds.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
This is certainly the day we've all been waiting for. And I know that as we've driven up and down Euclid or up and down Market, and we've watched the building being built, and we kept wondering, well, when is this day going to happen? And it's finally here.
This is truly a celebration. I've waited 40 years for this day. Remember the old house? The little white house? I look at this new building and I can't help thinking that in one sense, the new building is the White House transformed.
The miracle on 51st Street. When that idea came to me, it just seemed as if it were meant for us because miracles happened here.
Dreamers dream, but they don't always take risks. Risk takers definitely dream, but they're willing to risk and possibly fail sometimes, but pick themselves up and keep going. The people who made this building possible are definitely risk takers who dreamed a wonderful dream.
If Tom were here at this moment, he would say the following: okay, now that we have the building, let's go to work. The children are waiting.
I would just like to thank EIS for all it has done for me and given to me over the years. I attended EIS as a 7-year-old in the old White House, and it sparked my love of science. Just think how much more is possible in this new building. When I got involved with EIS 11 years ago, I never imagined how far it would take me. I've met the most amazing people on the youth board and the board of directors. Tom Watts' dream has become a reality through the hard work of truly dedicated people. I've learned so much from the board of directors and from the EIS staff. As I go into college and hopefully on to medical school, I now know what it takes to change the world.
My name is Alexis Ramsey. I've been at Science Institute for 2 years, and in those 2 years I had a good time. I appreciate the people who helped make this building because I like learning a lot here.
The work must now continue to see that the Institute serves the generations to come. The challenge is still there because we never really arrive at the end of the dream or at the end of the miracle. We thank you.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
How was class today?
Fun.
What did you all do?
Well, we dissected a squid.
A squid?
Yes, and it's so nasty. And when you open up the top leg, ink comes out. Oh, and guess what? The squid has 2 hearts.
2 hearts? You all dissected a squid? I wish I would have had that opportunity when I was growing up.
Yep, and we took the heart out, and we dissected one and see if it looked different than the other.
Oh, wow. One day you're going to be a scientist.
Yep.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my